Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Minecraft with Zueljin. So we're just gathering up all of the cane that we had planted earlier to clean up the coastline, because I believe we have enough to at least get our library started, at least to do some effective enchanting at least. But the main idea was to get enough to make the enchanting go right. The rest of the library, the rest of the reeds are going to be grown in another fashion. I'm going to do some sort of harvesting idea, maybe with some pistons. Not too sure yet, but idea is that we got enough, and I really want to get some enchant work in here. Also, since last time we left off, I was kind of tossing around the idea of a new series, a new game series, and I think I got an idea. It's not going to be NES, it's going to be PC, and there's a couple of titles that I have in mind, namely about one of the other hobbies that I enjoy. So I'm gonna have to do some playtesting first and some trial recording, because I don't know how Fraps is gonna react to it. I don't know if it uses the OpenGL or not. So expect to see something in the next few days with that. And another thing that I've been thinking about is, excuse me, a new title for the series. Or this series. What I've come to see is that excuse me. What I've come to see is that when you search for Let's Play Minecraft, there's a bajillion entries. So it's pretty hard to determine what's good and what's not, because I was actually looking for some other Let's Plays that were in the same, I don't know, probably the same level as me, only a few subscribers, just to get some ideas on how they do things and maybe make some friends, pick up some stuff in common, and just network a little bit. And what I found is that it's an overload. Like, I couldn't even begin to imagine how many things there were about Minecraft, Let's Play Minecraft. What I did notice is the titles that stood out. So I think I'm going to be doing some stuff with that. I got a couple of things in mind so far. So it's going to prove to be pretty interesting, I believe. And when I get a few more entries, I'll probably throw that at you guys and see what y'all think about it. If not, I'm just gonna use one of them. And we'll do something to transition the series into that. So, let's see here. So I need books. Bookshelves, I should say. I don't know how many I'm going to be able to get out of here. Looks like, yeah, I had a couple left over from earlier. 27. And that's all the spare books I have right now. Unless I have some in finished goods, but I really don't think I do. I sure did. A very round number, too. That's good. We like that. And this should get us a really decent supply of books. Book shelving. Now, I don't know how I want to decorate the library yet, so I'm just going to kind of wing this. I'm sure you guys are used to me winging stuff by now. I do know that in order to get maximum enchanting, you kind of have to have your deal set up like this. And now I should be able to get the maximum level attainable. So this is actually not as low as I would have liked it, but we're gonna keep that for now. I can always tear it up. But right now I have a few more things in mind, so let's just get some of the corners worked in, because we obviously do not have enough bookshelves for a library. Also missing a lot of materials for deco. Well, the kind of deco that I was thinking of anyway. So, but at first glance, it's starting to look pretty good. Gonna have to change a lot of the layout in here to wood and the different kinds of wood. I think I want to do a fireplace in here too. Probably a bad place for books with a fireplace, knowing my luck, but we'll try it anyway. So we only have 8 levels of experience, which is not gonna cut it. What I want to do is I want to gear up, get set up to go to the spawner again and show you guys how I do some XP farming. Then we'll get down to business with that pick. So sit tight, you guys. I'll be back. Okay, y'all. We went ahead and got all of our necessities put together for the little experience grinding that we're about to do. And I figured that I would take most of the important stuff out of my inventory due to the fact that those poisonous spiders are very dangerous, and it's still not a perfect system, but I'm pretty comfortable that we can get some things going. I brought some food so we can heal up in case things get dirty. And we'll go ahead and save our spawn point there too so that we don't lose a few things. I'm mostly going to grind with these stone swords. They work pretty good and they're easy to make. They don't really cost any important resources. I'm not heavy enough on the iron yet to go and waste iron swords, and I sure don't want to make a diamond sword just for grinding like that. So I'm going to show you guys how I do this. I also made a couple of changes since the last time just to make things easier. So let's go ahead and head down. I sealed up a lot so that wouldn't have any escapees. Excuse me, guys. Throat's just not agreeing with me this morning. And I think since the last time you saw it, yeah. So I added a second glass pane right there, as you can see, and made a little junction right here with some panes. That way you get this spider here. Now I haven't had one escape on me yet, even though it looks questionable. It was kind of an accident. I just started putting stuff together. But this way I can get most of the items and the orbs that these spiders drop, which is good. That's what I want. And these guys here, I usually have to get right here for, but everything ends up flowing. And like I said before, it's not the fastest thing, but I mean, hey, I gain levels. And if you stay put, you can stay out of harm's way. The orbs come right to me. And unless I get greedy for the string, which I do, because of that good old mod that we have, I I do very well here. Most of the time, I just crank up some tunes and just swing away. So I realize this is not the best stuff to tape. You know, you guys seen people swing swords before, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut until I'm ready to give you guys a show for what I'd like to enchant. So I'm gonna grab some of this junk here, and I guess I'll see you guys in a minute. Alright guys, picked up our diamond pick after we did all of that experience grinding, and we're gonna shoot for 30 levels. We're just gonna pop one big enchantment. I think the highest you can enchant is 50, but it took a little bit longer than I would have liked for grinding. So I think I'm just gonna go for 30. And this is it, guys. I'm nervous. I hope we get something good. Here goes. What is it? Just efficiency. Oh. Oh well, at least it's a high efficiency. So this ought to make everything much easier to mine. Um, this is definitely gonna just be a work tool. Oh man. Oh, what a letdown. Oh well. We'll definitely get to use it quite a bit. The library is coming along though. So this pick is going to get devoted to some serious mining, y'all. I know I'm going to need to do a lot of obsidian mining, so I'm probably going to save it for that. And I haven't quite finished setting up my forge area for weapons and armor yet, so I'm going to just continue to use finished goods just for a minute. And I think the next project that we're going to set up is our automated read form, and I'd also like to work a little bit on the channel outside and the boat dock. So let me put up all of this web, or string I should say, which we got so much of it, guys. It's almost time to do some zip lining. So I'm gonna grab some cobblestone, since we sure do have plenty of that. And we're gonna want to make our dock house a little bit nicer. I'm not too sure how we're gonna do that yet. I was also thinking about moving the bridge, but the first thing we've got to do is expand a little bit toward the ocean. See, we've got the channel that stretches all the way through here, and it goes a good bit out there. And on the other side, let's just take a quick jog. I believe it goes straight into the swamp area. Yeah, pretty much just goes straight into the swamp area. So we're definitely not going to, we're gonna build a little docking area. I guess a dock house, we can start one here as well, but I'm really wanting to start one way on the other side where the ocean is, kind of like an outpost, and just to dock into the main area for when we go out into the ocean and we need a midpoint. So that's gonna be my next project, I believe. I'd also like to seal in all this channel here, but I think we ought to go check out where we want to put this boathouse and mark it. I'm not going to be able to include it in this episode, but we'll at least have a nice feel for where we want to start it. I also need to start forming some sandstone. Yeah, there's the ocean here. This is what I'm talking about. So, which side should we put the dock house on? I think it would be a safe bet to put the dock house on that side there. I think that'll be cool. So let's see how I'm gonna want this. What is that down there? That's weird. Okay. I'm not too sure how I want to place this, guys. It's gonna need to be... I'm gonna need to set up our dock. Maybe, actually, come to think of it, let's go further out to where the ocean's set. Yeah, because it's gonna be a pretty large dock. Let's see. What if we start right about here? And I'm going to just make a quick layout here. I'm not too sure which materials we're going to use yet. I know how I want a wharf to come out. So the docking on both sides. And let's go a little bit further out. There we go. And that is going to be where the dock house is going to be. And I think I'm going to have a wharf stretch out here and maybe a small dock wharf there. So we're going to gather up all the supplies that we'd like to do that, and when we come back next episode, I'll show you how I want to lay that out. So the sun's going down here, so we're definitely going to want to get inside. So I'll just return back and we'll decide on what materials we want to use for that dock house next time. So, as always, guys, thanks again for watching. This is Zueljin signing off, and have a good day.